Hey guys, how's it going? Robert Warshak here, and we're going to be covering our Tempo Bomb Warrior deck. So if you're tired of playing Fatigue Warrior or the normal control like Bomber Warrior, we've built up a more tempo, more fast, or should I say fast-paced Warrior deck. Most of the games are over before turn, I want to say like 8 or 9, just because of how quick this deck is and how fast it can clean up opponents. So with that, for those of you who aren't familiar with how we do our deck guides, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the deck. I'm going to explain why I've included what into the deck, and then from there we'll head into some matches, and you guys will get to see the deck in action and kind of how I played the deck and why I do what I do. So with that, let's head into it. The Rover, this is kind of 1 mana 1/3. Whenever it takes damage, gain 1 armor. It's just a really good card. Really does fantastic against aggressive style decks, and then against control decks it's even going to put in some chip damage. A lot of the times it's going to take some form of damage, and then you're going to be able to rampage it, which we haven't gotten to, but it's 2 mana, give a damage minion +3/+3, so basically making this guy have 4 attack, and then every time he takes damage you get armor. It's just really difficult for any sort of aggressive / mid-range deck to deal with, plus it's pretty good against control, just because they don't want to remove it. Improve morale. So naturally no one really plays this card because it sucks, and the card is really not that great, but in this deck it actually works out quite well. So whether or not you're using improve morale to use your battle rage, you're using it to proc and execute, you're using it to bump up your Frothing Berserker, you're using it to combo with Rampage, you're using it to use on your Hellscream to give him the +6 extra attack because he has the enrage mechanic on him. The improved morale just has like a ton of different uses in this particular deck, just because of all of the combos we have with when a minion is damaged, do this. Plus the lackey that gets generated from this is actually pretty useful, because as we know, the lackeys are just really good. So improved morale, actually not too bad in this deck. And yeah, it's a pretty cool card. There's a lot of diversity you can do with it, a lot of variety. Town Crier, almost every minion in this deck either has rush and or charge, so the fact that you're able to draw it's a 1 mana 1/2 that draws a rush from your deck, it's hard to argue not putting them in there, whether you're getting like a Worgen, a Commander, you're getting Crowley. I mean, the options are just like pretty sizable with this guy, and he's just a good card. Battle Rage, we don't run AKXlAOalAOEnwMA in this deck, which is, we'll get to it later, but we can include that. Battle Rage does a fairly good job at drawing us maybe about 2 to 3 cards for 2 mana, and that's actually pretty good. And also keep in mind, for each friendly damaged character, this also includes your hero. So if your hero's been damaged and 1 minion that you have has been damaged, you draw 2 cards. So that's actually pretty good. So you got to make sure you take some damage before you start armoring up, because if you armor up, then you're not taking damage, and Battle Rage won't draw you that extra card. Execute, I like always having at least like 1 removal in any deck I play, even if it's aggressive style, just because being able to, like, for example, improve morale and then execute an opponent's giant that they played on turn 4. I mean, there's not a lot of decks that can deal with like an 8/8 on turn 3 or 4, and then improve morale and execute allows you to do that. So it's just a solid card. 2 mana, destroy a damaged enemy minion. It's just really good. Heroic Strike, this is just burst, 2 mana, deal 4 damage. It's just solid. Whether or not you're attaching it onto like a Wrenchcalibur to push more damage, you're using it by itself to clear off a minion in the early game to keep your Frothing Berserker alive. It's just a really good card, and fits well into this aggressive style warrior deck. Rampage, all right, so this is actually an interesting one. A lot of people normally don't think of Rampage as being a good card. I've always included it in almost any aggressive style warrior deck I have, just because people don't expect it. Being able to throw a Rampage on, like, for example, a Frothing Berserker, Kor'kron Elite, Commander, Crowley, Hellscream. I mean, the card just has a ton of uses, and there's a lot of great ways to activate it in this deck. So it was hard for me not to basically put in a 2 mana 3/3 that you can attack with immediately. Clockwork Goblin, we do have 2 ways to put bombs in players' decks with this deck. We have the Clockwork Goblin, which obviously puts 1 each, and then we also have the Wrenchcalibur, which if the weapon gets its full charge off, it'll actually put 2 bombs in your opponent's deck, and that is because we run Blastmaster Boom, because this is more of aggressive style deck. Being able to fill your board with boom bots, which we'll see in the games, is actually really good, and being able for your opponent to draw into those 5 damage bombs, even if they draw into 1 or 2 of them, that's still 5 to 10 extra damage. So all of the bombs, I figure if we're going to play any sort of bombs, you have to play Boom. And what are the 2 best bomb cards right now? Wrenchcalibur and Clockwork. They're just good cards on their own, plus the bomb makes them extra awesome. So That's kind of that package. Frothing Berserker, this is kind of like our if we coin out Frothing Berserker and we've got like a Rabid Worgen or another 3-drop to follow up that can kill an opponent's minion, and this that doesn't really die before turn like 4 or 5, we kind of just win the game. This guy just gets out of control extremely quickly. Very similar to, like, if we think of like Hunter's Scavenging Hyena, you know how good that card is. You know, every time they trade a beast, it gets +2/+1. This is very similar to that, with just how quickly it can get out of control and how fast you win games with Frothing Berserker. Rabid Worgen, 3-mana 3/3 rush, not a lot to go over here. We're playing an aggressive style warrior deck. Playing a 3-mana 3/3 that can trade into something or kill a minion or just get on the board is really important. Kor'kron Elite has been a staple in almost any aggressive style warrior deck from now until, you know, since the start of this game. A 4-mana 4/3 charge is just insane. It's a super good card, and yeah, it's just hard to like not like. How could you not play this card? Militia Commander, as we've seen now, the Fatigue Warrior, the Bomber Warrior also run this as well. It's just a really good card. A 4-mana, deal 5 damage when it comes out because it gets that +3 attack this turn, Battle Cry. Plus it has 5 HP. It's just like a really good, again, a really good 4-drop. Can clear most other 4-drops up and actually still live. So you're basically always killing a minion with this card, plus then they have to deal with whatever's left. The Wrenchcalibur, we've gone over this, adds 2 bombs to your opponent's deck, has 2. Well, if you attack twice with this, it can put 2 bombs into your opponent's deck and it can deal 6 damage, which is technically 16 damage from one weapon if they draw both bombs and you can attack twice. Granted, that's not always going to happen, but the fact that this is a one card that could potentially do up to 16 damage is insane. Crowley, again, fantastic rush card. After it kills a minion, it gets +2/+2 in stats. So most of the time you're going to be trading this away, protecting that Frothing Berserker, or just protecting other minions that can go face that turn, because again, rush can't go face when it comes out. So we normally use the newer rush minions to attack minions, and then the ones that have been on the board, those normally go face. Blastmaster Boom, we went over this. You know, we do play bomb cards. Even if you only have 1 bomb in your opponent's deck, playing a 7-mana 7/7 with 2 1/1 boom bots is still incredibly powerful. That's what the old Dr. Boom was. So anything more than 1 bomb is good. Granted, if you don't have any bombs, it kind of sucks. But most of the time you have at least 1 bomb before you play this guy, and then he's already fantastic. Anything more than 1 bomb and you're just chilling. Dr. Boom, Mad Genius. This is the card that allows us to basically go toe-to-toe with most other either very slow mid-range decks or aggressive, or not aggressive, control decks. So for example, you know, we have to play the earlier game a little bit slower, or we need a little extra time versus a control deck to finish up and have them draw some of the bombs that we put into their deck. I mean, this card just generates value every single turn, whether it's Delivery Drone, Microbots, Zap, you know, Blast Shield to live longer. I mean, this guy's just insane. Plus all of your mechs have rush. Granted, there's not a lot of mechs in this deck, but still, you get to randomly generate mechs and then they get rushed. So really good card. And then Grommash Hellscream, this is just your late game finisher. You know, Grommash into the improved morale to do 10 damage burst from hand for 9 mana is just really good. Plus, the improved morale can give you the 2 damage lackey, and then you do 12 damage because you can also weave in the extra one mana lackey to deal the 2 damage. So that's actually really good. So with that, there's the deck list. Hopefully you enjoy the games and you've enjoyed the kind of review. And if you do like it and the deck does treat you well, throw a KXD in the comment section below. That's good enough for me. Shows you like the video, you like what you see, and you enjoy me going over these, and you actually, you know, want to see more of it. So with that, let's head into the games and enjoy, guys. I'm gonna make the assumption it's Zoo. Yeah. Looks like Zoo to me. I wonder if we stand a chance against Zoo with this deck. We do have like a lot of aggressive style cards. I cannot do that. Yeah. Crowley should get a lot of value. We can be together. The only cards I'm not sure about are Heroic Strikes and Rampages. Everything else seems pretty solid. Instead of Heroic Strikes and Rampages, I could put in like a little bit like better cards. Yeah. I just played Improve Morale Execute. What you know about it? All I wanna do is spend the night with you and hold you tight. Woohoo! Oh. Coil? He runs Coil? Love to see it. Make your body right. Oh. How's the YouTube doing? YouTube's doing well. Good stuff. All I wanna do. We got a good turn 7, solid turn 6. Looking good. It's an annoying creature to deal with. He's just gonna get bigger and keep making trades. He's evil geniusing. He's looking for like, you could get the rush guy. That'd be, ugh. You get the 2 damage rush. There's the 2 damage it looks like. Yeah, there's the 2 damage. Then he can rush this guy and then trade in. Or he can just get double 2 damage guy. Oh my god, that's so good. The uncoolness level has risen. Yeah, I run Rampage. Alright, turn 7's looking UC. Oh, that's a big boy. And he gives it rush? Oh my god. Ugh. Give me the microbots. Zap works. Oh. Flash shield's good, but microbots and like the deal 1 damage to everything is slightly better. I need to get like Wrenchcalibur. Depending on if he kills the 1/2, Battle Rage is looking pretty good too. Alright, looks like that's dying. Land on Juggler? Ooh. That should be good. We gotta play Hellscream and trade. Now the question comes, do I upgrade this to a 9 mana minion? I don't think so. I think Hellscream is pretty scary. Because now, like, with this, we can, like, trade into these Scarab Eggs, and then we'll be able to kill them all. So he doesn't get, like, a good Grim Rally. And then we actually can evolve the Kor'kron. Because, like, after he trades into this, he won't be... Oh, my gosh. You're gonna Grim... Oh, my god. Okay. Ego face. What's the plan, man? I see like a trade into a 1/1. I don't even know. Coil? What would that be? Deal 2 damage? No. He's going face. Okay. That's good news. You should definitely trade into a whelp. Opted not to. Alright, so this happens. I probably just missed lethal there. No, because that would have been 16 damage. Nice. Good win. Against a mage? I don't think we keep anything. We look for 3 drops. So what is it going to be, like coin frothing into Worgen? Looks pretty good. I mean, this is even better if this improved more. Like, if this improved morale hit this and it gets like the deal 2, it's so good. But this is probably just better. Ray of Frost. Hopefully he doesn't have like a lot of them. It'll be dead next turn. Really? Is he just gonna leave this guy alive? He is just that. That was the last Ray of Frost, right? I wonder if I opt to draw 2 here. I probably just push damage, right? Like, drawing 2 is good, but pushing more damage in. This gets us 1 draw anyway. He has 2 more Ray of Frost. Damn. He drew both his Ray of Frost, and he got another Icicle. Yeah. That means he can Ray of Frost this. So... Giant. Oh, so good. So good. So good. Next turn, we just start smacking him in the face with the Wrenchcalibur. Well, we kill this. Alright, so we play around. Could be Splitting Image. It'd be randomly generated, though. I don't think I play around a randomly generated Splitting Image. Alright, cool, it's not Splitting Image. Could be Counterspell. Would I want to use this now? Is there any spell that I'd want to play next turn on top of like a minion? Probably not. Probably fine. I didn't take it. You didn't get the classic beta invite. I got into the stress test, but I just don't want to play it. Dude, simmer. Three. I can't let this guy stick. Like I can't let a Sea Giant stick. It's too much. Is this Control Warrior? No. This is Beatdown Warrior, baby. Khadgar Mirror. Khadgar Astro. Pretty low value, baby. Alright, how much damage do we have? That's 8, 9. Almost lethal. What's this bad boy? It's much more aggressive. Much more aggressive. Like, we run like Battle Rages, Rampage, Heroic Strikes. This is very aggressive. Oh my god. Are we gonna lose because I can't play a minion? So I have to Rampage, it gets counterspelled. Then I do this. I can't play a minion. This is 14. He just kills me on board. Was that a randomly generated Frost Nova? It was. Fuck. We got cheated. Have you played the Captain Hook Rogue yet? We played it like a month ago. But we haven't played it recently. The answer's no. Yeah. There's no reason to extended BM, man. Just hit me in the face. Come on. You're playing Cyclone Mage. At like 5100 legend. 5200 legend. Be reasonable now, man. Maybe like an Alkali Pain. We could take out, we could take out Rampage and Heroic Strike and put in Alkali Pain and Taskmaster. That is indeed an option. That's a pretty good curve. Yo, dad. Oh, fame over demise. Funny man, funny man. Dun, 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 dun. Yo, dad. The reason I opted for this guy over the Rover is because of is because he could get the 3-mana guy. But look how good Rampage was here. I just turned this guy into a 4/4. Like, that's just so good. And now I can like coin Commander and hit him again for 4. Did I see a Tice's game against Silvermane? I have not. We haven't done the review since last night. So there's still a couple things that we need to get done. Do I just slam Frothing? Could be a mirror entity. And if it's a mirror entity, he generates Frothing. It's not good. So I'll probably lead with a Rover. Yeah, there's mirror entity. Alright, cool. Like, look at this aggression. So nice. This aggression is so nice. We just have like, what is that, 8, 12, 13 next turn? Alright. Easy. This is our redemption game against those mages. Last game we got cheated. This game, you know, we actually whooped out the good shit. I mean, we had a good time and played the game. That Rampage. Like, this did like 15 damage. This Town Crier went to fucking town on this man. Like, that Town Crier, he rang that bell from the start of the game to the end of the game. He's fucking ring-a-ding-a-dinging down the road. I need 3 drops. There they are. I want to draw like there's a 3 drop, but I want to get the Clockwork Goblin or a Frothing Berserker on 3. Saving the meta, 1 mage kill at a time. Yo. Hey. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, yes, sir. This guy's probably playing OTK Paladin, which makes this matchup really tough for us. Hammer of Wrath. No. For 4 mana. Why did he target this for 4 mana? Yeah, I was about to say, you Prismatic Lens every time, you forehead. Now you play no cards. Now we hit him in the face. You could Wild Pyromancer. No, you can't do that. Wild Pyromancer Recall, he costs 6 mana. What does he do? Hammer of Wrath? That's fine. I want to draw like a Rampage. Very, very nice. That's more yummy. He's down to 13 HP. And we have Heroic Strikeage in hand. Wrenchcalibur would be a super sick nasty draw. I'm out. Okay. We don't play anything here. With your hand, this OTK might even make it through half of this deck. This feels a little bit like Pirate Warrior. It's a little bit cooler because it has bombs and then Dr. Boom. And it also has the ability to go late game with Mad Genius. Wild Pyromancer quality. Fun. Alright. Let's top deck Wrenchcalibur because I'm a good player. Oh. Dr. Boom on turn 7? Well, don't fucking mind if I do. That's free Shavakadu for us, boys. Don't mind if I do. Okie dokie. Wow.
I hope you like my invention.
Woo-wee wow wow.
I hope you like my invention.
Problem is I gotta figure out how I kill this guy. He has so much healing in his deck, it's gonna be so hard. Here comes the boom. I just don't know if I Rampage this. I don't think I do. No, not Blast Shield. I don't give a shit about Blast Shield. I need aggressive. I need delivery drones. I need good shit. I guess Blast Shield isn't bad though. Like the Hellscream into Morale is gonna be so sick. It's 10 damage burst. I wonder if you ever. Oh man, this card's annoying. I'm gonna have to kill that. I'm gonna have to Morale that. Yes, sir. Oh my gosh, we're like very close to being able to kill this guy. Very close to killing that guy. Yeah, he just needs to be at 10. We just need Wrenchcaliburs. This anytime we draw Clockwork Goblins or Wrenchcaliburs and the bomb takes this guy down. Second equality.
One shot.
Elven Archer. Gotta love it, baby. Pretty dry. Pretty dry. He's gonna be able to do 50 damage to me pretty soon. I'm hitting him in the face here because if he draws the bomb, I can actually kill him with Hellscream next turn. Because if he attacks with weapon, he heals for 2, but then he hits a 3, so he actually goes to 10. Exact lethal. Oh no, he goes to 11, but then the 1/1. I'm just trying to line up a lethal here, man. Make him play really defensive. That card's annoying. He's gonna heal a sizable amount from that. I don't think I can actually kill this without him healing for 6. Crowley works. This goes here, and then this goes here. This is probably the best I'm gonna draw. I also could have like rampaged this, but I think it's fine. You and Dexter should collab for a video similar to Omnistone. It'd be so good. Yeah, I mean, I think like imagine like me, Regis, and Dexter doing like a weekly kind of discussion, or maybe even like weekly's probably too much. Probably like every 2 weeks. But I mean, it's just a lot of work, and like I don't know if they're up for that kind of thing. Yeah, if I would have hit this with this, wouldn't have died to that. It'd been good. Man. I guess you could technically Shrivala this now. He still has a bomb in the deck. I just haven't drawn Wrenchcaliburs. 11 cards. So even if I just got 1 caliber, it would be more than enough. Drink Ray is fine. Still has 3 cards left. Perfectly fine. Alright. I'm going for cheeky lethal next turn. I'm going for cheeky lethal next turn, boys. I'm gonna get it, because I deserve it. I'll tell you what it is when we get there.
I bring life
What you gonna do? Act a fool when the war shack walks up in your face, throws Hellscream on the board, hit your face. Everybody knows that you're not able to win the race. Come on, let's go. Hit him in the face, you a ho. Let's get it, boys. Yo, 3 and 2 with the Smash Your Face Warrior. And that was without the Caliburs, man. The Caliburs and the Clockwork Goblin and the Frothing are some of the best cards in that matchup. Granted, we got Dr. Boom on 7, which really, really helped. But we missed out on like a lot of the other cards.